much for coming today. I know how important today is going to be for you, and believe me, I know how much you look forward to this day. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Hopefully, by the end of our little chat today, you will be able to take home your very own gorgeous little baby. How does that sound? Yeah. Now, obviously you've already gone through a lot of procedures, hoops, jumps. Just checking through my file, and it does tell me your house check passed absolutely fine. You passed, let's check in here, you passed all references, flying colours, which is fantastic. And all your interviews were absolutely amazing. I do have just a few final questions. Now, I appreciate you will have been over a few of these already, and please, I can only apologise. I know you must just be so desperate to get your darling, precious baby, but obviously I hope you understand and appreciate this is absolutely vital. We need to make sure that these gorgeous babies go to the correct homes, that they are going to be absolutely cherished and looked after. So yes, we are thorough. Yes, we do have this job to do, and I just hope you understand and appreciate. It might feel like you're treading the same ground over and over, but we do have our reasons for that, and that's to make sure that you and hopefully your baby are going to be so happy going forward. You're very welcome. Right, so let's have a little look here. So just a little explanation, like I said, a few final questions just to shoot through. I'm not allowed to give anything away, but I'm confident you're not going to be disappointed by the end of this session. Once everything is matched up and tallied, because obviously, as I said, some of these questions may seem like they've been repeated. We just have to make sure that everything still marries up. You know, we've had prospective parents in the past tell us one thing, and then a few weeks later in a similar interview the stories change, and that for us just rings alarm bells. Okay, and once these are done, we've got a few items to gift to you, to send you on your way, and wish you all the best with baby, and then we'll bring baby out for you, and you can meet him or her, and I'll tell you whether it's him or her in the moment, well, shortly, and yeah, you'll be able to go on your way. We've got birth certificate, adoption certificate, and I'll just like a few leaflets and bits and bobs as well to give you. Does that sound okay? Perfect. Can I get you a drink of anything? You're alright. Let me know if you change your mind. Okay, so let me see. Here we go. So, first of all, can you just talk to me just in general about yourself, who you are, your relationship status, your life experience, your career, what's brought you to this decision to adopt a baby now? notes. If some of these things, I don't need to write anything new down, anything that you've already said down, but if anything new jots up, this all just stays on file, you see. So yeah, as I said, you may have already experienced them, you already explained them, but it's just nice to just double check these things. Lovely. Oh, thank you. No, we certainly don't discriminate against relationship status, as you can clearly tell, regardless of how long you've been in a relationship or whether your relationship preference, if you're even in one at all. Yeah, we're just looking for at least one parent that these babies can go to, because in the first instance they've already been rejected once, they can't afford to be rejected a second time. I'm sure you appreciate that. So, what are you currently doing for your living? Even if that doesn't matter if that's changed from your first interview, it's absolutely fine. What are you currently doing? Okay, and are you planning on taking parental leave? Yeah, I think that's really important. You need that bonding time with the child. Do you enjoy your work when you're there? And what is it you enjoy about that? Fabulous. Talk to me about some of your hobbies, the things that you enjoy doing in your spare time. I'm not saying you're going to be able to continue to do those all the time when you've got a little one running around, but if you do have the opportunity, what are those? Lovely. Okay. So how would you best describe your personality? Are you an open person? Are you sort of a closed book? Are you approachable? That's perfect. So just describe for me, in the last 2 years, your sort of relationship history. If you were married, talk to me about that. How did that come about? How did you meet your significant other? Have there been any weaknesses in the relationship that either of you have identified? Or if not, then your single status, is that something you're planning on focusing on for a while once baby arrives? There's literally no right or wrong answer for it. We're just obviously trying to ascertain your past answers are meeting up. Yep. Perfect. Okay, just a little bit of autobiographical, if you like, background on yourself. So could you tell me about your childhood? What was that like growing up? Do you come from a stable background? Was it wholesome? Was it, sort of textbook Disney? How would you describe it? Perfect. Lovely. And what would you say your relationship with your parents was like then, and what is it like now? Yeah. Good. Okay. So do you think they'll be happy to support this decision to bring in a child into their family as well? Fabulous. Okay. So I'm just a bit mindful of the time. At the moment it is baby's feeding and nap time. So I'm just going to have to go and check and I will be right back with you. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Okay, thank you for your patience. Okay, thank you for your patience, really appreciate it. So hopefully, as you can see, also we're in one of the nurseries at the moment, and we do have some of the lights on, so our babes are used to having sort of stimulating light at this time of night, and it does help them to sleep as well. So thank you again for your patience, but just only a few more questions, I promise now. So these are more practical, personal questions. They may differ slightly from what you had previously told us, and that is absolutely fine, especially given the current situation with COVID and whatnot. So just to ascertain, how is your health as of today? Is it any different or same? Perfect. Yeah, we don't need to know about coughs and colds and things, but anything dramatic. Yes. Does your family have any history of chronic illness? Perfect. And how is your job security at the moment? We're asking, unfortunately we are asking everybody, because of, in light of the COVID situation and everything else that is going on. I'm not saying it's going to affect your chances at all of this, because obviously given your stature anyway, regardless if your job might be in jeopardy, there could still be elements of chances of still being employed. So, you know, there are unemployed parents all the time. It's not an issue, but how would you say your job security is right now? Perfect. And given the current situation, do you think you could, provide for your child financially then? Do you have a criminal record? So we've done the recent DBS on you, and that is in real time. Have you updated that recently? Perfect. Okay, do you have any plans with school for the child? Private, public? Lovely. State school? Perfect. Okay, and the final 5 questions we've got for you. So, why did you want to adopt in the first instance? Perfect, absolutely fine. And what do you think your parenting style will be like? Laissez-faire, laid back? Do you think you're quite totalitarian, quite regimental? Okay. Okay. So, how well do you understand the adoption process with everything that's gone through? We're just looking for feedback, really. Do you think we've done enough? Do you think we could do more? Right amount? Brilliant. Fantastic. What do you understand about some of the unique challenges that are faced by adopted children through home adoption? Are you aware of anything that immediately springs to mind? What do you think are going to be your first issues? Obviously you've got a baby, and research tells us from 6 months and less, then babies don't tend to retain a lot of memory, if any. From 6 months onward they can still recall things, and they can still have an effect on life. So what would you... You've done your research, I can tell. Brilliant. And finally, what are your hopes for your child and you? Fantastic. We've got a few things to distribute for you. We have got this gorgeous 𝗨𝗣𝗟𝗢𝗣𝗢𝗥, which is his foot and ankle and wrist rattles for him. also sent home this gorgeous blanket. This actually you'll get, but we have got this telephone with him to be able to play with. And we also have this gorgeous outfit. How pretty and gorgeous is this? So I'm going to put all these things in this bag. Ready, that's fine. Right. One last thing is, he has always slept since the day he was born with this gorgeous teddy. This is Dumbo teddy. So he's always loved him. We couldn't let him leave rather without him because, hey ho, you know. Would you like to meet him? Are you ready? Are you sure? He's fast asleep right now, okay. So I'll get him out for a moment, an absolute moment. I hate disturbing him. So I'll get him out, and then, do you know what? He is all yours. He is your baby boy. You ready? A moment. He is fast asleep. He is your gorgeous baby boy. How do you feel about that? Is that not just amazing? You're so lucky. Oh wow. We have so loved having him here. I can't begin to explain. Now, he has got his name here. And I won't tell you that because I do not want to let you out. So you could use his name. Okay. Absolutely. He will be so lucky to be with you. Absolutely. You've done so well. Well done, you. We look forward to hearing from you in 6 or 12 months. Just to let us know how you get on. Thank you so much for choosing